Linux is to mount as Windows is to underscore. So Linux mounts a hard drive to perform some operations such as reading/writing. Does Windows mount in the same way? Is it called something different in the context of Microsoft?
If you know Windows internals, do fix my errors, please. Mounting consists of two primary parts, which are the same in both systems but their separation is somewhat different. Accessing the file system on disk. Assigning a path to the file system. On Linux, the same mount function does both jobs. A file system has to be mounted explicitly on a user-chosen path and remains opened as long as it is mounted on at least one path, possibly more. Once all paths to that file system are on Mount ed, it is closed. Windows mounts volumes automatically when the volume appears. It immediately opens the file system and assigns a drive letter and/or any other configured names to it. A disk can be temporarily dismounted using the fsctl_lock_volume and/or fsctl_dismount_volume IOPL functions, for example, while running a chkdsk on it, but is automatically mounted again when the program unlocks it or exits. This behavior could be viewed as kind of opposite to Linux. Since dismounting a file system is temporary, it retains the assigned names even while dismounted. The safely remove function dismounts the file system and disables the underlying device, to prevent Windows from seeing the file system and remounting it. A file system can have several names assigned to it. Drive letters, a column, C column, column, dash automatically assigned to new disks and lost on reboot, although Windows remembers assignments configured by the user. In this way, they are similar to Unix mount points. Drive letters can also be assigned to arbitrary devices, including network file systems supported by Windows. You can see their targets at \global ? And \sessions and lt, session and gt /dos devices / and lt, loginid and gt /in winoj. Note, drive letters are normally system-wide, but they can also be assigned session-wide using subst or defined us device, and yes, it accepts column. The session-wide assignments are never stored anywhere and vanish on reboot. Folder mount points, C column / disks / music, dash a file system can be mounted on any arbitrary directory, like in Unix. However, they are actually stored on the target disk, in the form of reparse points, a more powerful form of symlinks, which refer to the mounted disk by its volume name. Different kinds of reparse points also exist. A few standard ones are mount points, symlinks, directory junctions. Volume git paths, \volume 7103088C0975BC806D6172696F \. At least that's how it seems to be called. Special paths in the Win32 namespace, \, containing an UID that Windows assigns to that particular volume on this particular Windows system. They cannot be changed. They are listed by mountful, or under, \global ? In winoj. Unlike drive letters, these are the same for all users. Device interface paths, \storage #volume and lt, something and gt, signature and lt, hex and gt, offset and lt, hex and gt, length and lt, hex and gt #, and lt, UID and gt ;\. Unlike a volume git path, Each volume has exactly one device interface path. Volume device name /device/hard disk volume 23, unlike all the previous ones, which are just symbolic links, this directly names the volume. You know this because it's in the /device namespace, not the !? namespace. That also means you can't use it with functions such as create file. diskmgmt.msc, Mountable and DiskPart can manage both drive letters and mount points. Even when a volume doesn't have any drive letters and isn't mounted on any folder, it remains open and its contents can still be accessed through its volume name, for example.
Mountable.x is the Windows equivalent.
Yes, but in general, it is handled automatically, say, with a USB drive. The disk management utility, part of computer management, allows you to manipulate volumes and mount points. Explorer does the same for network shares. There are command line versions, diskart.exe and Win7, as well depending on the version of Windows you run.
The shortest, most obvious answer to fill in your _______ is mount. Linux mounts, and unmounts, file systems and so does Windows. They each automate this process to varying degree depending a slew of mixed factors I'm not capable of listing, but I think caching strategies, user style/preference, and patents are significant influences on the automation of this process.